Okay guys, so let's do an exercise of line of balance together so that you can see how it works. And yeah, so that you can try this on your own time and that you can do some of the exercises. So what I've done is I set up a template over here, and let's see what the questions are. So the first say it's a low-cost housing development house or development. We are doing 4 identical houses. And they say there are 4 activities: foundation, slab, walls, roof, and there's a duration for each activity. And then they say there have to be 1 day buffer between the foundation and the slab. Okay, good. So let's have a look at the first one. So they say, if you only had one team to do all the work of all the activities, how long will this project take to complete? Draw the line of balance for this. Okay, good. So let's start at the beginning. Um, the first activity is the foundations, and it's got a duration of 2 days. So these red lines represent the activities or the teams. So what I'm saying is that there's one team over there working for 1 to 3 days on those. Okay, remember we said it's one team. So you can go and you can copy these, because once that team is finished, you can start with this team. This team can start with the second unit. Once that unit is finished, the same team can start with the third unit. And once that team is finished, you can start with the fourth unit over there. No, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4 units, one team, so they don't overlap. So what we do is we add these black lines so that we can just see an outline of where the resource is. Okay, so there we've got the first one. The first activity is finished. So it's the first activity for all 4 units. Remember, there's only 4 units in this case. Okay. Okay, so now that we've finished with activity A, or the first activity, foundations, we're going to do the second activity. That is the slab, and it's going to take us 1 day to do one of these slabs. Now, but remember guys, I can't draw that in here because we said we only have one team to do everything. So none of the red lines can overlap at this moment. So the first time we can actually start that second activity would be when this activity finished. So I'm going to put that activity over there. Okay, and remember it's only 1 day long, so it's a short activity, 1 day long. There we go. Okay, so let's fill in the rest. Copy, paste. So once that one is finished, you can do this one. Once that one is finished, you can do this one. That one is finished, you can do that one. There's your 4 units. So I'm just going to quickly draw this over here as well. There you can see there's the second activity finished. Good. What's the third activity? Is to do the walls. The walls is 5 days, so this is quite a long activity. I think I'm going to probably need a bit more space over here for this. Let's just do that so I've got enough space. Good. So again, with the previous one, I have to wait for all the teams to be finished with all the work before I can start the next activity. That was a duration of 5, so it means I'm going to wait until that activity is finished, and then I'm going to start the first unit, the third activity. And we said it is 5 long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we go. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. And let's just fill in the rest. I'll wait until that one is finished, start that one, wait until that one is finished, start that one, wait until that one is finished, start that one. And there we get our 1, 2, 3, 4 units, one team working on each unit. Again, let's quickly fill in these, just get the boundaries, get the line. Remember, it's a line of balance. There we go. Copy, paste. And there we go. And then we've got one more activity left. Just draw this one a bit up. There we go. One more activity left, and that is the roof. And the roof is going to take us 2 days to complete. Now, the roof is going to take us 2 days to complete. So, copy, paste. The roof is going to start over there, and it's going to finish over there. Now, we can continue with the rest. 1 day. No, it's a 2 day. It's a 2 day activity. No, it's 2 days. Okay, let's take these out. Okay, copy paste. There we go. 2 days. The roof is 2 days. Go, and we take that one. There we go. Okay, so let's have a quick look. These are the 1, 2, 3, 4 activities, and none of the red lines overlap. No? Because remember we said the red lines represent the teams, now, or the team in this case, because we don't have more than one team. We want one team to do everything. So the duration of this project is going to be 44. Now, that is going to be the duration of this project. It's going to take us 44 days to complete this project. I'm just going to write the answer over there. Okay. Good. Okay, good. Now let's go to the second question. We just need to quickly look at something. They say allow 1 day buffer between constructing the foundations and the slab. Foundations, this is the foundations and this is the slab. Remember, this doesn't really matter because you can see the closest we wait is 1 to 3 days. So we are actually fine. Now, remember, it's because we've got one team. So the team, so if you want to look at it this way, this team works. They do the foundations. No? Then they finish, do the second unit, fourth unit, fifth unit. Then the same team goes down and start the the slab for the first unit, and it continues going on like that. Okay. Good. So now they ask us the second question. If you had separate teams to do the work on each activity, how long will this project take to complete? So let's have a look. Separate teams. So guys, now they can overlap with the different teams. No. Good. Remember also, we've got an assumption at this moment saying that once your team starts the work, they have to finish. So they can't come back. They can't go off-site and come back again. Because you're going to see later on it's going to be a bit different then. Good. So the first one will look the same now, because we start at the same time, we finish on the same time. It's the first team. Let's quickly do this. Just gonna do the outlines, otherwise it's going to take a bit too long for me to do everything. Copy paste, there we go, and there we go, copy paste. Okay, so this is my one team working on this activity. Now previously we wait until the team is finished with the last unit, then the same team starts again. But now we just said you've got another team. You've got another team for the, what was that? That was for the slab. So basically you can actually start straight after this. But wait a minute, they say you can't because you have to wait 1 day. So I'm going to show you something now. Let's wait our 1 day. So see yourself in time. My first team starts and they do the slab, they do the foundations. Now they continue going on. My second team comes a day after that has finished there, and they start, and I just want to double check, yes, the slab, they start 1 day and they finish on that. Then they can start another. But can you see what we have? We've got a problem over there. You can actually, if you do this, you can see by looking at the slope, it's not going to work because they cross each other. So what do we do over here? We actually move the second activity to be linked to the last part of the last unit of the first activity. So what we do, we don't link it to the bottom, we link it to the top. What we do is we say, we move this one and say, once I am done with finishing the foundations, I can start the slab, but I said I have to wait 1 day, so I'm going to start over there. Now, so this activity is going to look like that. Here we go. Good. I just missed that one. I took that one out by accident. Good. And now I can see by the slopes which are the ones that's independent of each other. So this one you can see I actually can move this in there without influencing the top. So this one over there will be copy paste. It will be over here. And that will be copy paste. It will be from there to there. And that one will be there. That one will be over there. And then I've got my last activity. And again, can you see if I move this part of the first unit of the last activity in there, they're going to cross again. So the same with that one. I need to link this one, copy, to the top activity. There we go. That one over there. Now I can go, I can actually do this. I can move this whole thing up and I can put it over there. Good. So how long will this project now take to complete? It's going to now take 33 days to complete. 33 days. So the first answer is 33. There we go. Okay, so can you see what happened here, guys? The reason because we've got different teams to work on this, you can now reduce the project cost or the project duration from 44 to 33. But remember, it's going to cost more because now I have got a few more teams. Let's have a quick look. While we're here, let's have a look. How many teams? Let's pretend that each team can do all the work. How many teams are we actually going to use? Okay, let's have a look over here. So this one team can do this. Now, I'm going to need two teams because this one crosses that one. I'm going to need another team to use over there because this one crosses that one. And I'm going to need another team over here because this one crosses that one. Okay, but you will see that you can actually see that at a certain stage, I can actually use the same people on my teams. No, but it's going to be a bit more complicated than that because the duration of the different activities are different. Okay, good. Let's look at the third question we have over there. The third question states, if you had unlimited teams to work on the walls, there we go, on the walls, how long will this project take to complete? Okay, so the walls are the third activity. No? So let's draw the first two activities. That will be the same. The first two activities will be the same. Copy paste, move this in here. Okay, and the second activity will be the same. Copy paste, let's move this one over here. Now we need to, it was over there, no? Good. Now we see I've got unlimited teams to work. So that represents one team doing one unit. Now copy paste, and we will start over there like we did previously. Okay, but now let's fill it in. So once I'm finished with this activity, I can actually start the next activity. Now, so that would be I can start that activity over there, second unit, the third unit, and the fourth unit over there. Now, so this line has actually changed now from that slope to this slope because I've got 4 different teams working on that. And once I've got that, I can just do this again. To get the last one in, but now we've got interesting. Now you see because the slope has changed, I can actually add that activity over there. Okay, because I can start that there's no crossing the lines going to be. Good. Can you see what happened over here? Because I'm using different teams, I can actually bring this whole activity. I can bring that in. I can actually start activity early. So now we are sitting on 24 days. There we go. So that answer over there is 24 days. Good. And then the last question is, how many teams did I actually use on my project teams, on my third activity? Well, you can see I'm actually going to need 1, 2, 3, 4 activities or 4 teams because they cross each other and they overlap each other. So what I'm saying is because they are overlapping, it could be that this one is long. It could say, but there's an activity over there. There's a unit over there which my same activity can start. You're going to see in the tutorial it actually works like that. But because these are quite long and the slope is quite steep, it actually we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4 teams to complete that activity in any way. And there we go with the last one. Good. And that's a nice example, a basic example of the line of balance. Please guys, you can now go. You can do exercise example 1, example 2. I've left some blanks over there, and then you will also see I've shared the tutorial with you to go and do and submit in good time.